The ocean off the California coast is usually calm at dawn, quiet, steady, dependable. That's why the training exercise schedule for the 3rd Marine Amphibious Unit was supposed to be simple. 7 Marines boarded their assault craft just before sunrise. Their voices low, movements sharp, discipline absolute. They were professionals, sons, brothers, husbands, men who trained not for glory, but for responsibility. At 6:14 a.m., the craft checked in. At 6:18, the radio fell silent. When communications officers tried to reach them again, nothing responded. No static, no signal, just an empty channel that felt wrong. Search teams were launched immediately. The Marines didn't take chances with their own. The missing craft was found drifting several miles off course, unmanned. Gear secured. Engines warm. No signs of panic. No signs of struggle. It was as if the team had simply stepped out onto the water and vanished. Whispers grew among some of the younger search crew. The stretch of ocean had a reputation. Strange currents, odd compass interference, unexplained fog banks forming out of nowhere. But senior officers stayed focused, find their Marines. For nearly 2 days, aircraft and rescue boats swept the coastline. Nothing. Then, on the 3rd night, a helicopter pilot spotted a faint flicker far below, like a signal mirror. Something small, something deliberate. When rescuers arrived, they found all 7 Marines standing together on a narrow rock shelf, soaked, exhausted, but alive. Their sergeant held a flashlight, blinking steadily at the sky. They explained that a sudden dense fog swallowed their craft, disorienting navigation. A rogue current pulled them far from their route. When the craft stalled, they abandoned it to avoid being dragged under, swimming toward what looked like a dark ridge, only to discover a hidden rock formation barely above water. For nearly 48 hours, they kept each other awake, shared limited supplies, and used their training and their bond to survive. When the rescue boat approached, one Marine whispered, "We knew you'd come." Marines don't leave Marines. Lifted aboard, the entire deck crew stood at attention. No cheering, no noise, just quiet honor for 7 men who held the line together until the end. It wasn't a story about disappearance. It was a story about strength, a story about brotherhood, a story about coming home.